Hi, my name is Taylor Carls Rickett, and I'm so excited to talk to you about my business, Airbands. The inspiration for the business came about 5 years ago when my mom and stepdad came home from a beach trip with a harrowing story. They told me they were about knee deep in the water when they got caught in a rip current and were pulled out and were battered by the waves. Though they made it out, they were very shaken, and we found out later that 3 people drowned on the beach that day. I will never forget my mom telling me with tears in her eyes that she would have done anything to be able to hold on to something, even for just a second, and get a breath in. At the time that it happened, they did not have any floats with them because they didn't think it was necessary. They weren't that deep in the water. So we began to develop the idea of an easily wearable flotation device that could always be worn because you never know when disaster will strike. Thus, Airbands. Airbands wristbands are small, non-intrusive bracelets and can be worn at any time. Once activated, they act as emergency life-saving flotation devices. They're vastly different from other wristband floats currently on the market, which rely on CO2 canisters and therefore are large and bulky. The patented design utilizes chemical reactions to allow for inflation. This is our current design, where once activated, the float expands and the introduction of water to the system allows for inflation. I'm going to let this inflate while I continue to talk. As a recent graduate of Berry College with a bachelor's in biochemistry and a focus in entrepreneurship, I've been able to combine my experiences to pursue my dream of creating real-life change through entrepreneurship. In the spring of my senior year, I was able to participate in the pitch competition, and I was able to speak in front of a panel of judges and a crowd of faculty, students, and other staff. This was my first real experience of pitching a business idea to a large crowd. Through this experience, I was able to gain a new perspective of my product so that further improvements could be made. The pitch also forced me to break down my idea so that it was able to be followed by those in the audience. The ability to translate insider jargon to easily digestible and clear, concise meaning are invaluable skills. Finally, I think the pitch allowed me to break down a clearer next step towards success. At the time, the biggest issue was funding for a provisional patent, which I was able to pay for with winnings from the pitch. Now I understand that the greatest need for Airbands is to have a fully completed prototype, not just this float. This need for a sleek prototype has led to Airbands partnering with a design consulting firm in Georgia, in which we are working closely together to achieve a finished product. Help us move this project through the next stage and make Airbands a reality for everyone. Thank you.